First of all, a very welcome all of you in today's lecture. Today's lecture is primarily focused at the mains essay writing. Now, essay writing is a very important part of the preparation. So we'll have few sessions in essay writing, probably a month or two down post your NCRTs. And essay is something which I'll tell you why essay is important, and so try to see this mains pattern. So if you see this mains pattern, essay is the first paper. Okay, thank you everybody. So essay is the first paper. So we all know that you clear the prelims, and you clear the prelims, you go to the mains. Mains has seven papers which are qualifying in nature, and there are two papers: the language paper, English, and one language, which are seven papers are merit-based papers. And two papers are qualifying in nature. Now coming to if you see our strategy since the beginning of the course, or rather if you go anywhere, mostly the strategy of preparation is around GS based only. Why? Because GS, at the first level, everything is from the GS. Coming to the mains part is also GS based. 4 GS papers are there, then one essay is there. What students believe that essay is nothing but it's like a GS paper, and I just have to write something on that day and things will work. But I would say that essay is the most underrated paper, and with little effort you can score very high mark. I'll tell you, a very basic difference in terms of marks pattern. If you see, try to see here. Sorry, just hold on. Now, these are 4 GS papers, right? GS paper 1. GS paper 1 consists of 3 subjects: history, geography, and Indian society. Okay, so this is a 3 paper. In history, you have to read by the time you give your mains examination, you have to read some 10 books, including world history. In geography also, you have to read at least 5 to 6 books before going to the examination. And society, okay, it's a relatively easier part. Coming to paper 2, you have to read few books, NCRTs, and probably maybe 2 to 3 books you have to read. Then coming to the paper 3, I'm just analyzing the papers, and I'll put this way against your essay paper. Paper 3, general studies, again, so you have economics here in the paper 3. And once you have economics here, so economics, again, maybe 1 or 2 books you have to read. You read government sources, economic survey, standard book, if maybe at the max 2 books. Environment ecology, so again you'll be reading 1 book. Disaster management, again you will be reading maybe one small book. Science and tech, at least equivalent to 1 book. So you are reading some 4 or 5 books here also. Okay. And then ethics is relatively a smaller paper, 1 book will do, because ethics is more about practical application. Now try to see here. If you analyze all the GS papers, you'll find that paper 1 and paper 3 are the biggest in terms of syllabus. And paper 4 and paper 2, their syllabus is less. If you ask my experience, I would say that the kind of effort you need in paper 1 and paper 3 is almost, if you take paper 1, paper 2, if I compare. So paper 1, you will require twice the effort. In fact, more than twice the effort of paper 2. Similarly, paper 1, paper 3 is also big. If you compare paper 1 and paper 3, they're almost equivalent. But again, paper 1, because history you just get 4, 5, maybe 5, 6, 7 questions. But you have to read some 10 books, and you have to put a lot of effort. Now, all the papers have equal weightage, 250 marks. But if you come to the essay paper, you hardly put any effort. And if I tell you my experience, out of people who give prelims every year, so if I say that 12 to 13,000 people who give give the mains, prelims nikal liya hai. All of these people are attempting these GS papers, option, everything. But among these 13,000 people, hardly I would say 30% students have actually practiced for the essay. Because they just believe that essay is the extension of already studied subjects that I have going to read, and hence I don't need to put an extra effort in the essay. So what do you do here? You don't do any extra effort. You just, maybe practice, few days. You will take notes from some areas. You'll manage them, and you start, maybe you'll write essay because you believe that you've written essay in your maybe in your in your maybe 12th examination or 10th examination. But if I have to tell you what essay exactly, so this is the essay paper, 250 marks. To be written in the medium or language of the candidate's choice, candidates will be required to write an essay on a specific topic. The choice of subjects will be given. Okay, so that is done. But try to see this second statement. They will be expected to keep closely to the subject of the essay, to arrange the ideas in an orderly fashion, and to write concisely. Credit will be given for effective and exact expression. Now, this is a very precise 2 lines of explanation given by UPSC about the essay paper, and students take it for granted, believing that essay is something that I will write, but I don't need to put an extra effort. Essay is just a part of the process that I'm following. So now question comes in that then what should be done, and that would be the main focus. We'll try to understand. As I say, essay is almost equivalent to every paper. So there are 4 papers. So if I say paper 1, you are investing some 300 hours in paper 1, or 3 to 400 hour paper 1. If I say, if you are investing 1500 hours in your entire self-study, and maybe the classroom program 400 plus 100 extra, maybe crash course. So you're investing 500 hours in the coaching and 1500 hours of self-study. And in that 15 hours, if you're investing in the optional subject, and I would say 400, maybe extra, maybe 3 to 400 extra hours for your, optional also. So the point I want to mention here is that you are investing so much, you are investing 300 hours in one paper. But again, you have one more paper called essay, which does not require any specific preparation as per the understanding, but you are not investing even 50 hours on that. And I would say with certainty that almost every second person who are writing mains, they take it for granted and they make a mistake in the essay paper, they score less, and then they realize the importance of essay, and then again they start putting effort. Most of the selections which happen in UPSC, they are mostly in the second and the third attempt. जो maximum selections होते हैं, they are second and the third attempt. One trend has been happening in the last 4-5 years, that the young people are cracking the examination. पहले ये number in our time when I was preparing almost 13-14 years ago, then maybe just hardly 3 to 4% people were there who were able to crack the examination in first attempt. That is your first attempt, you are cracking the examination. But in past 4-5 years, 15 to 20% people are cracking the examination in the first attempt. Now that number might vary from year to year. यानी जो लोग पहली बार एग्जाम दे रहे हैं, 15-20% people are cracking the first attempt, and these people are very young. They're 22 years of age. They just passed graduation a year ago, and they're cracking the examination. Why? Because they start early, they invest time, and they understand the nuances of competition, and there is a lot of fearlessness among them. उनके ऊपर कोई pressure नहीं होता because they're just 20-21 years. Now the point I want to mention is that these people write better essays than other people, and the reason why they write better essays, because their minds are fresh. There is no you can say double thoughts, or there is not. See, people who have little higher age, they carry a baggage of pressure that okay, I have less age and less time. That kind of impacts the performance. Further, the papers like essay and all are not given advantage at all. People who start early, they understand the importance of every subject, they invest and they plan their preparation accordingly. So my objective is to tell you that let's invest, if not maybe 300 hours or 400 hours, we should invest at least 50 to 75 hours in the essay, which means if I say some 5 to 8 hours of the class lectures at the max, we would not require more than 4 or 5 lectures, because essay is more about practicing. So if you invest, if I say 50 to 75 hours, you would be writing at least, I would say, 30 to 40 essays before going to the examination. And believe me, if you are able to write 30-40 essays before going to the examination, from today onward, that means if I say if you're giving examination next year, और आपका जो मेंस एग्जामिनेशन है वो अगले साल सितंबर 2021 में होता है, so you still have some 15 months from now, which means on an average you have to write 2 to 3 essays every month. और अगर आप 2 to 3 essays लिखते हो, you have an essay copy, essay book, and if you start investing in essay area, believe me, the kind of outcome that you'll get in preparation will be very different. Why? Because I'll tell you. So essay is also 250 marks. Okay. First essay is the first paper that you write. So it is the paper which, if you able to write well, it develops the momentum. Remember, it is a, as I mentioned, UPSC ek tarah ka, it's not a sprint that you run one day and it will done. You have to run, even the examination happen over a period of 5 days. So every day is important. Aapka pehla din, the first paper that you write is good. Believe me, it will set the momentum, and that is why we can't leave the essay for the end, because end may you have to revise so much that practically you get hardly any time for writing essays. So essay usually have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Two essays you have to write, set 1 and set 2. Okay, so there are 250 marks essay, and you write two essays, 250 marks, 125 one and 125 other. Now coming to the essay paper, so on an average you write 1,000 to 1,200 words ka essay aap likhte ho. So you practically write 2,000 words to 2,400 words in both the essay papers. Now my question here is that, what should be the beginning approach? And before beginning approach, I'll tell you the importance of essay. Out of 250 marks, the highest score would be somewhere around 160. Okay, which means on an average you are able to get 80 marks in the essay. So highest score is 160, but I have also seen students scoring 80 out of 250. So one student is scoring 80 out of 250 and other student is scoring 160 out of 250. Naturally, this is a high score. The good average student, they are scoring around 130 to 140 marks. So ये आपका एक average score होता है essay का. Average means on the, if you want to get selection. If you want to get selection, you can't get one. अगर आप 110 essay में पा रहे हो, believe me, you are missing the bus. Because right from the cutoff के बाद, you would find that, let's say 1,000 people are getting selected. Out of this 1,000 people, almost 900 students, they उनका जो UPSC का जो cutoff होता है, उस cutoff से they are hardly 50 marks में सारे लोग first the top 100 को छोड़ देते हैं. So the rest 900 students, they are their marks are varying between 50 marks. मतलब आपका cutoff cross हुआ, and if I say the cutoff, let's say the cutoff, what is the cutoff? If I say the cutoff is mentioned here, okay, the cutoff is not there. Okay, maybe in the other slide is there. Okay, so the cutoff somewhere is around 100, and let's say out of 750, the cutoff is, let's say 850. Okay, so at cutoff is 850. So almost all the students, for 900 students, are between 850 to 900. Matlab, if you get 20 marks extra in one paper, if you get 20 marks extra in one paper than the average, believe me, you have a higher chance of selection. Mains ka exam jo hota hai, mains ka examination decides your selection. The mains examination decides your selection, and interview will decide your rank. Okay, why? Because UPSC is a closed examination. After you get interview call, जो अगला 50 marks है, उसमें almost 900 students होते हैं. That means at 1 mark you have some 15-18 students, all of them have equal marks in the mains examination. Then the interview will decide. Now here assume that you have written a better essay than average score is 130 and you have scored 125. That means आपका जो advantage है 15 marks का आपका advantage है over the rest of the crowd. In GS, if I talk about GS in particular, तो GS में ये जो subjects होते हैं, if you can, the good mark is around 110 to 115. Okay, this is the highest mark you can get out of 250 marks, because UPSC as examination is a low scoring examination. अब अगर आप यहाँ पर even if you write very good answer you get 110, but you write an average answer you get 99 or 100. So यहाँ पर the margin in the papers on the final examination, if you write very good answer and maybe a good answer or average answer, the difference of marks बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. But in an essay you can score 150 and somebody getting average 125-30, which means you can easily get a an edge of 20-25 marks, and that is where the essay का relevance बढ़ जाता है. Essay is also where you require very less effort. You don't have to study separately and differently. Yes, it will require a different kind of approach, a planning, and understanding the requirements of essay. So I would suggest that people, once you clear the prelims, right now at this point of time you're just thinking, okay, I'll write essay tomorrow, maybe I'll write someday. But imagine a situation after 1 year down the line, you are able to clear the prelims and you are writing the mains, और आपने essay का practice नहीं किया है, believe me, then you would always question, ask yourself, and you can ask me, because see, when I gave my first attempt, I was almost there. When I gave my first attempt, I just left my job, 4 months ago, and I was almost there, but I made a mistake. My options were not ready. Okay, I made a mistake. I did not practice much of my essay. My content was good, my preparation was relatively better, but I scored less than average in essay. Okay, and I was just 10 marks before, just cut off se main niche tha. So essay I did not practice much. I did practice, but not to the level I should have. The second part is my the second paper. We had two options around that time. So in the second paper, sociology, that was not ready. I did not took a guidance. I believe that I will do it myself. I did not took the maybe experience of somebody who can help me. And also in our time, we did not had so much internet and YouTube and guidance and input and faculties. So everything was, you had to go to Delhi if you wanted right input. So the point I want to make here is that had I got a right input few months before my mains examination, I could have invested more time in writing better answer, better essays, and maybe optionals. I would have been a service in the first attempt itself, because I was almost there, as I mentioned. And believe me, I was fearless in the first attempt. I just quit my job, and in just 3 months time, 4 months time, I gave the prelims, I cleared the prelims. 3 months time, I gave the mains, I cleared the mains. So I reached the interview stage. But in the 1750 marks का जो था, GS का हमारे time 2000 marks का था. Okay, we had 2000 marks, but now it is 750 because we had all the papers were 300 marks and essay was of 200 marks. So now the point I want to make here is that I could have been the service, but I made some mistake in terms of input, and that can happen with everybody. That can happen with anybody, sorry. So I would suggest that don't take, today you're starting the paper preparation, maybe 10 days or 15 days must have passed, but start investing your time on the essay writing and on the answer writing. Believe me, it will do wonders, because there'll be hurdle in the preparation in the beginning in terms of managing a schedule, this and that. But once you are able to write well, practice well, if you can communicate your ideas effectively, syllabus ko sirf 6 months lagte hain cover hone mein. You just require 6 months to cover the syllabus, because UPSC is more about skills, and here I'm talking about writing skills, your communication skills, your ability to express your ideas, your ability to put your thoughts in orderly fashion. आपका क्या चल रहा है आपके दिमाग में? आपके दिमाग में you have 100 points in your mind, but how well you are able to put in a time bound manner will define the outcome of your entire effort. आपने you have read some so much books and articles and on issues, but you have to write a meaningful write up in 10 minutes or an essay in 1.5 hours. तो हमारा objective सिर्फ पढ़ना नहीं होगा, हमारा objective होगा that I have to learn to put my thoughts in an orderly first fashion, in a concise manner, in a brief manner, in a manner which there is a clarity in terms of thought, expression, there is a positivity, problem solving approach, because tomorrow you'll be in the administration. So essay or any answer writing is also like a peep inside your personality skills. Okay, so आप क्या सोचते हो? What are you solution oriented? Are you problem oriented? Right now, if I say right now COVID-19 is going on, who are the people at the forefront? The medical people, they're there, the police is there, and the administration is there. These are the top three people who are working. Police in maintaining the law and order, because things are very bad. There is some place in lockdown, there's some place in something other, and administration, especially civil servants. Okay, Gopi, I'll come to this question. Gopi is asking what is the right way to read newspapers. Maybe I'll have to take a new session on this. So in COVID-19, you can see now administration is the key, and here you need people who are smart, who are positive, who are forward-looking. See the case of Delhi. I was 15 days ago, I was in Delhi. I left Delhi because I came to my hometown because the number of cases were increasing, and the society where I lived, just one building, where I lived in a building, the next building also had a COVID case. So I had to leave just for the security of my family. And I said, once things are normal, 2 months down the line, I'll come back, but not now. I can't risk it. So, but here the administration people, they are fighting every day. I have a luxury of leaving Delhi and coming to my hometown and doing, whatever I'm doing through, because I just need an internet connection at this point of time. But these people have to be on the forefront, and they are fighting every day. And lot will depend on the attitude. Lot will depend on your, on your belief system. because you can't say that, see, I'm tired now, I can't do, because this COVID is going to be there, and probably in the next 10 months or 12 months, the the forefront, the fighters would be the administration, the medical fraternity. My brother is my sister is doctor, my brother-in-law and doctor, and both are in government job in UP government. And believe me, they are practically living a life in past 3 4 months. They practically have a time for themselves. So I'm just giving you an example that tomorrow also, if you go in administration, your essay, the write-up that you put across, that is telling about you as a personality, your communication, your understanding, your thought process. Okay, so that is where essay is important. And many a times what happens, we believe, हमको ऐसा लगता है that I can write whatever I feel inside. But that is a skill. You haven't tested that skill. You have to develop that skill. You have to work on that skill. And believe me, this skill will take some time. You have to write some 30, 40 essays or 50 essays or 70 essays before. And I would suggest, not today, but you can start it. You can write an essay, you can send it to me. You can just write an essay, and there are some students have there are few students, they already do on a regular basis. They write an essay once in a month, and they send it to me. Okay, but because of this COVID factor, there's a lot of fatigue has come among the student. They have become like, they don't know, because they feel that, okay, things are not happening. Okay, very good. Shivani has written an essay. Yes, Shivani, and in fact, it is for everybody. So Shivani has written an essay on the pandemic COVID-19 act as additional burden on the country like India. Discuss the recent initiative taken by Indian government to secure life of poor. So she has written an essay on this. So Shivani, you are most welcome. Send the write up. But only thing is that I would take some time to it will require me 2 3 days. The day I don't have a class, that day I will read the essay and I'll put pointers. Okay, and I'll discuss also in the class if needed. Okay, so I want you to start thinking on the lines of the essay paper, the most you can say underrated paper, but the most outcome oriented paper if you start working right now. बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कि प्रिपरेशन आज स्टार्ट करेंगे, ऐसे तो मेंस में आता है ना, अभी क्यों सोचे. But you can't prepare when you clear the prelims, because after prelims you hardly have a 3 months of window. Okay, this year less than 3 months of window. So in this 3 month you will, आप ऐसे लिखोगे, आप रिविजन करोगे, you will practice your test papers, you will practice your test series, या आप क्या करोगे? You can't do everything. Hence ऐसे को आज से हम लोग स्टार्ट करने का कोशिश करेंगे, and let's make it a point that we will write 2 essays every month. Next, after 3 months, after 2 महीने के बाद हम 3 essays लेंगे. That means every 10 days I should try to write 1 essay of 1000 to 1200 words. Okay, and whatever help you need, believe me, we will help you. I will write the essay, I will check the essays in detail. Okay, so what is essay? Let's discuss few points of essay, then I'll come to the questions. The mains exam usually starts with essay paper in the first session. Okay, so essay is effectively the first paper you handle in the mains. Consequently, it may lead to some stress in the morning of the exam for the beginners. So essay क्या होता है? पहला पेपर होता है, and you have prepared so much for UPSC, and believe me, you have invested some 1 hour, 1 year, 1.5 years. Some students, 2 years, 3 years down the line, they give their first mains. So it is like a very burden on you, and the first paper should be the best that should come out, and that is where the pressure is. But remember, the idea of essay is not that you just have to put your thought across in a very simple, easy, and lucid manner. Before 2014, when I was giving examination, we had to write just 1 essay. But 14 onwards, you have to write 2 essays, and so essay 1, maybe 1.5 hour. So both paper are 3 hour. The 3 hour paper is there. So 2 essays, 1.5 hour, 1000 to 1200 words. So this is essay 1, and this is essay 2. So you have to write 2 essays, and hence it requires a very strong time management. Earlier you just have to write 1 essay, so you can time, you had enough time. But what UPSC did, that now suddenly they're asking you to write 2 essays, and you get less time. But remember, essay is 1 paper in the entire UPSC preparation. इस पूरे preparation में essay एक ही ऐसा paper है जहां पर you get most of the time, and you can innovate a lot, because in all the UPSC mains का, जैसे हम mains की बात करते हैं, and the mains paper, so there are 4 GS papers, right? 4 GS papers and 2 optional papers. Now इस जो 4 GS papers में क्या है? GS paper 1, You on an average you get 20 questions in all GS papers. So 20 into average 200 words. So you write 4,000 words. Okay, so 180 minutes, 20 questions, which means you get 9 minutes. And here what we are saying that for 200 word answer, you just get 9 minutes. Okay, which means you have very less time to innovate. You have to bang on the target right from the first line, and you have to start putting a meaningful answer. But in essay, you have to write 1,000 words to 1,200 words. Okay, and 1.5 hour, that means you get around how many minutes? 75 minutes. So आप देखो ना यहाँ पे आपको number of minutes जो आपको मिलता है essay में, that is more than the average minute that you get in answer writing. Okay, so maybe 9 into 5, almost twice or 1.7 times time you get in the essay paper. जितना आपको mains का एक answer लिखने में लगेगा, essay में आपको कम time में you have and in a more time you have to write less. Which means when you can think more in essay, you can correlate more in essay, you can innovate more in essay. So essay is also a paper which helps for the innovation, which help you to showcase your skill in terms of your writing skill and your thought process. But yes, earlier हमारे time एक ऐसे था, but today UPSC is saying that write to essays. Then again it talks about that you have to do time management. So you can't write you have to complete one essay in 1.5 hours. A key thing to keep in mind while writing an essay means that UPSC is not testing your skill as an essayist. They are trying to know that tomorrow, if there is a situation, there is a health issue that is being discussed. So when the health issue is being discussed, so they might trying to test that as a good administrator, if you are writing on an issue, आप health पे लिख रहे हो, education for all पे लिख रहे हो, so in that situation they would try to judge that what are you thinking as an administrator? Do you have a solution? Do you have an understanding about the topic? Do you understand what is the level of India's educational literacy level? And maybe you might have a lot of facts, but how cogently and coherently you are able to put your thoughts across. Okay, so and again you have to be leader. You have business tomorrow, so a lot of optimistic views required. You might have taken an ethical stand. Okay, a lot of people believe that writing is all about good English, good vocabulary. No, believe me, you can write very simple. You don't need to write flowery language. It is not about rich vocabulary or great command over English. It is about your thought. Okay, it is about the essence what you write. Okay, you just read. You maybe have you read, if you read 6th or 7th class NCERT or 8th class NCERT or even 9th class, I would suggest that जो इनमें NCERT में जो लिखा हुआ है, if you are able to write one level below of the NCERT of class 6, 7, 8, believe me, that is what you require. Little maybe grammatical error should not be there, but there should be less grammatical error. You should write but it is not that you have to write very meaningful rich vocabulary. Okay, and people who are checking the essays, they are university professors. Mostly they are professors of central universities. Okay, so those are university professionals, and since they are university professionals, they you can say they are not the professor of literature or English literature. They are the professors of general subjects. They're teaching history, they're teaching economics, and hence they have a general understanding about issues. Okay, so that is where you need to write in a very simple and easy language, which is understandable to common person. Okay, and here you get a lot of marks. As I mentioned, somebody gets 18 one essay and other gets 116 essay. If you are able to score 116 essay, believe me, and if you have done average in all the other papers, believe me, you can take my word for sure that the chances of your selection is almost 100%. Okay. Now, question is that how to write a good essay. Okay. Before writing a good essay, I will just take, let's say this is a paper of UPSC examination. I have taken directly this paper. So, this is a instruction of, they are given to the students. Students are expected to keep a close to the subject and arrange the ideas in orderly fashion to write concisely, create willing for an exact expression. Now, this is 1.5 and essay 1. Now, you see here, all the 4 essay are the essay which has come in the previous year examination, in the previous year. So, destiny of a nation is shaped in its classroom. So, this is an essay. The moment it comes in, then you jump on your chair. Okay, I can write so good. I can write on this. A man is but a product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. A gender-sensitive Indian society is prerequisite for women and child empowerment. Capitalism cannot bring inclusive growth. So these are the 4 essays that are there, and you have to choose any one of them. Okay. So the first question that comes in your mind is that you have an essay topic. अभी ऐसा एक है, एक और ऐसी you have to write second essay also. Okay, so similarly here also you have to choose one more essay. So you have to decide. So you have 3 hours of time. The first thing you have to decide is which essay you have to write. So you have to decide the essay topic. And believe me, if all the 4 essays, if you ask me, I believe that I can write a good write-up in all the 4. But a student should decide, based on various considerations, that how much justice you can do in the essays. It is not only about a lot of information and fact, it is about your own conviction and belief what you are thinking. आपके हिसाब से, do you think that destiny of a nation is shaped in the classroom? What is the meaning of destiny? What is classroom? Okay, so you might think over it and you might choose one topic. For example, as a student of economics, I might go with the 4th topic. Capitalism cannot bring inclusive growth. Why? Because I understand capitalism, I understand inclusive growth, and I understand India's development since independence. I understand the model of development of Latin America and other countries. So I might go with this topic because I have a good understanding of the topic. Similarly, somebody from other background, humanities background, might, or maybe girl, might choose gender sensitive Indian society because they feel that they are closer to this topic. So it is something that you would decide based on कि कौन से topic पे आप सबसे ज़्यादा justification कर सकते हो. You can write well, and first 5 minutes you should decide and choose the topic which you believe that you are closest. Remember, it is not about the content. It is not about the fact and information you have over the topic. It is about कि आप कौन से topic पे it is more closer to your heart and you can do more justice in terms of your thought process. ठीक है, तो हमारा जो पहला focus होगा choosing the right essay. If I give you one topic, you don't have an option. But in UPSC, you have a 4 essay. You have to choose one. So there are part A and part B. Part A 4 essay, part B 4 essay. तो आपका पहला काम होगा आप एक कोई भी essay choose करोगे. Then, now coming to what should, while writing essays, you should have few things in your mind. Now essay, typically any essay will have a 3 part. One would be introduction. Okay. Introduction is like a trailer. You watch a movie trailer. The second would be body, and third would be conclusion. Okay, so introduction is like a start. When you start something, you start on good note. And what is good note? Again, it is subjective. सबसे best तरीका क्या ऐसे लिखना हमें नहीं पता. I don't know, because there is no best way to write an essay. But your first line, your first paragraph should be such a manner that it should put an impact on the on the reader's mind. And you have to think, you have to innovate. So introduction is the most important part of the essay, because introduction set the pace of your essay, and introduction also kind of puts the first idea in the mind of the examiner that okay, good to start. Okay, it is intriguing, it is generating curiosity, मुझे समझ में आ रहा है, interest आ रहा है. So the introduction is the most important part, because you have to write in such a manner that the examiner is hooked to your process. अगर introduction simple या basic रहेगा, with little or no innovation, okay, he or she will read, but okay. So introduction has to be good, engaging, captivating. And how do I make my introduction engaging, captivating is something that what I have to learn. Okay. The second would be body. I'll come to that. So first is their introduction. Eventually, the closer should also be good. It's like a slog over of the cricket. Okay, your performance of slog over will decide the outcome of the or it could be like the end of the movie. End of the movie. Okay, so your end of the movie should also be good. Beach ka boring hai chalega. Introduction is good, but because this is ending it and I'm closing the essay, and hence reader को जो आखिरी paragraph होगा, that is something that is fresh, the most fresh in the mind. So conclusion is also an area which will decide the outcome. Body is something that is more about discussing here and there a number of things. So introduction, conclusion have to, here students, usually people write good in body, they have good understanding of the topic, but very few people write good introduction and good conclusion. And I would suggest that hardly 5 to 10% people have invested their time in writing introduction and conclusion. इस पर हमें काम करना होगा, और इस पर अभी से हम काम करेंगे. Believe me, you develop your ability to write well for tomorrow, and this skill it will remain with you for lifelong. Remember, okay. The third is, try to make essays not the test of your GS knowledge, because if you see most of the topic, they are from GS. You have to write on education, you have to write on health issues, you have to write on democracy. And जब आप यूपीएससी का सिलेबस देखते हो तो almost all the topic you have read well, you have good understanding, you have cleared the prelims, which means you have covered the syllabus of UPSC और आपको बहुत सारा knowledge information है आपके पास. So UPSC is not UPSC is not, in essay they are not testing your GS knowledge. They are more testing about your own innovation, how your sense of individuality. तो ये जो essay होगा इसमें आप काफी कुछ you can innovate by bringing examples which you believe or better. So एग्जाम्पल्स में आप ऐसे में आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो. तो पहला तो ये है कि डे टू डे एग्जाम्पल्स आप कर सकते हो. अंकित, आई विल कम टू दैट, डोंट वरी. द थर्ड इज यू कैन यूज पर्सनल एनेक्डोट्स. बहुत सारे लोग स्टोरीज लिखते हैं, स्मॉल स्टोरीज बेस्ड ऑन देयर पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस. लॉट ऑफ पीपल कैन कुक स्टोरीज आल्सो, okay, because cooking story is also innovation. So you can put personal anecdote in a very few lines that can set the pace. You can quote the famous personalities. Some people do that. Don't overdo that, but quoting can also be there. बहुत सारे लोग quote से start करते हैं and they end on quote. Okay, you can make a list of quote of important famous people in India or in the world, and you can make a list of topics which can come in the essay. बहुत सारे लोग essay पे अलग से पढ़ाई करते हैं, and in fact हम जब session करते हैं तो I make a list of topics which are more favorable in terms of coming the examination, and 10-12 topics पे हम काम करते हैं, and believe me, you get 1 or 2 topic easily. Okay, so you can use quotes of the famous personalities, Mahatma Gandhi or Jawaharlal Nehru, or maybe anybody whom you feel are important. Also, when you write essay, on an average your essay should be of 1,000-1,200 words. A common mistake students do that they don't write in small paragraphs. So you should write at least maybe 15 to 18 paragraphs you should write essay, which means one paragraph should not be more than 50 to 60 words, or maybe 70 words. So आपको बहुत सारा you have to write in small paragraph, and I'll tell you why small paragraph, because I am not a individual who just I'm telling you about the essay. I write essays and I check essays also. So you have to think from the examiner's point of view. You have to think from my point of view. तो my point of view क्या है? जब मैंने कोई essay मेरे सामने आया और मैंने उसको चेक करना शुरू किया, तो जब मैंने essay आया तो मैंने इसको पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया. So the first page, if I say, now case 1, you start one and you start end. There's no paragraph and you are writing line by line. There's a case 2. The entire write-up in the first page itself is divided into 3 paragraphs. Now, moment when I'm reading one big paragraph, my span of attention is only in the first few lines. Then the moment I move to the first few lines, the next line, third line, then again my next move to the second, the span of attention move to the next few lines. Then again the span of attention moves again to the next few lines. So that is how my essay will, my essay reading will be there. However, if I divide my, essay in such a manner that my attention सिर्फ इसी में है, मेरा first paragraph से मैं second paragraph पे जा ही नहीं रहा हूँ, मैं first paragraph जब end कर रहा हूँ, then I'm going to the second paragraph and there's a transition in the second paragraph. So writing small paragraph is very good from examiner's point of view, because we are able to read and understand essay better. And you can divide your thought also. So पहले paragraph में I'm just putting, I'm discussing one part of the essay. In second paragraph, I'm going to the second part of the essay. Maybe I'm discussing about economic dimension. In the second part, I might be going to the social dimension. So जो आपके जब आप छोटे-छोटे paragraph लिखते हो, तो the examiner gets to understand essay better, and interconnectedness can be there. जब आप एक ही paragraph में सारा hodgepodge करके you add one line after another, then it becomes very difficult, and it puts a strain on the mind of the examiner, where they have to develop an understanding कि अच्छा ये यहाँ पर है, ये यहाँ पे है. So we should not put that pressure on the examiner's mind. And believe me, average examiner is checking some 1,000 copies or 500 copies. Sorry, 500 copies. So your copy should stand out. You should think on that line, how my copy should stand out. Okay, so small paragraph is very important. Third is neat handwriting. I'm not saying that your writing should be very good and you should be writing cursive writing. Here I mean to say a clean writing. Don't scribble much. Don't cut one line after another, because that is a common mistake. When you're writing, you're cutting one line after another, which means maybe there is a lack of clarity in your thought. आपने कुछ सोचा फिर आपने cut कर दिया. Then again, and that is where it is important that before writing essay you should plan your essay. आप essay को 10 आपका कितना 75 minutes का essay है 1.5 hour, right? 90 minutes. So in 90 minutes 90 minutes में आप essay आप लिख रहे हो, which means you can invest 15 minutes of your time in thinking, in planning कि मेरा introduction क्या होगा, मेरा body क्या होगा, मेरा content क्या होगा. You can plan everything. You don't have to you don't have to write moment the top paper is in front of you. You can plan your essay and that will help you in putting your argument, your thought process cogently. और फिर क्या होता है, एक और problem students को होती है. See, your mind is very sharp. Mind is the sharpest thing that you have. Mind is moving at a very rapid pace. But your handwriting cannot match the mind. आपका जो handwriting है, जो लिखने का speed है, that is below your what your mind is thinking. I'll give an example. आप imagine करो, there are times once you are you are writing something and something pops in your mind. कुछ idea is coming in your mind. और जैसे ही आपके mind में वो idea आता है, and moment you think, अच्छा मैं ये idea लिखूंगा, I will write this idea. And moment you come to writing that idea, suddenly that idea goes outside your mind. आप भूल जाते हो. And suddenly you are recalling, trying to recall, and you're not able to recall. So mind is very sharp, and that is where when you plan your essay, whatever you have in your mind, you put everything in a point form, in a structured manner at one place. और फिर आप जब उसको देख के ऐसे लिखते हो, because you have collated all your points at one place in first 15 minutes, and then you write an essay. Believe me, the chance of scribbling, the chance of cutting a line is not there. You can write a much effective answer, essays or answer when you are doing that. So I would always suggest that once you're writing an essay, you should little invest on your planning. Initially, it will take some time. It might take half an hour to plan an essay, but after probably maybe few months time, after probably few months of time, वो बहुत जल्दी होने लगेगा. So writing is the key. Handwriting should be clean. Usage of subsection, ये क्या होता है? I'll explain. And usage of current affairs. So you're reading a lot of current affairs, so you can use the knowledge and information of current affairs as well. So that is how you you can. There are some basic points. Now I'll go step by step. First is introduction. As I mentioned, introduction is the beginning of the essay, and you should write in such a manner that it should be interesting and it should grab attention of the people who manage, who are writer, who are reading your essay. So examiners या reader का attention हमें लेना है. It is like well begun is half done. A very good example. आपने कोई article start किया, आपने कोई story start किया. The first first few lines are so engaging that you are well hooked, and that is where you have to think. अब आप कहोगे sir introduction फिर क्या लिखूं? And that is again very subjective. आप कैसा, कोई जरूरी नहीं कि आप introduction जो है story से start कर रहे हो या quote से start कर रहे हो. Many people write very basic वो examples से start, वो definition से भी start करते हैं. But the word is put in a such a in a such a manner that it generates curiosity. So there are no right ways of how do you begin introduction. It is more innovative, it is more individual. But I would always suggest that आप हमेशा सोचो कि how do I make my essay more interesting, and my objective in the essay is that how do I develop or engage the examiner from the first line itself. और examiner में एक wow feeling आना चाहिए. Believe me, it is not easy. It will take a lot of time. And you cannot replicate in every essay. आप हर essay में आप replicate नहीं कर सकते हो. On a good day, you might write a very good introduction, but I would suggest कि हमको ऐसा लिखना है कि average introduction में मेरा अच्छा रहे. Always remember, examiner is collecting thousands of copies, and introduction stands out in a good way. That is, his or her job becomes easier and will now look favorably through the rest of the answer paper. So आपका जो introduction होगा पहला, so the first two paragraphs, mainly the first two paragraphs, you can say 100 to 150 words. You can 120 30 words should be invested in the introduction. Okay, so first two paragraphs or three paragraphs at the most would be your introduction. So आपका जो पहला 2-3 paragraph है, that should be there. Now question is that how do you grab readers attention? आप पहला लिख रहे हो, मान लो education for all लिख रहे हो. The essay is education for all. Now how do I grab attention? Maybe you can start with an interesting fact, a piece of knowledge that is surprising to you. Maybe it might surprise the examiner as well. You might start with an intriguing quote. एक अच्छे quote से start कर रहे हो. Okay, maybe Jawaharlal Nehru or Mahatma Gandhi or Vivekanand or maybe some foreign thinker or some anybody. A short personal anecdote, एक छोटी story से start कर रहे हो. A lot of people do that. Provoke a reader through a question. आप question से start कर रहे हो. Okay, so you might start with a question. As I mentioned, there is no right way to start. It is more individual. state a paradoxical situation. आप कुछ ऐसा situation put कर रहे हो that is paradox of what you're thinking. Now these things आपको अगर ऐसे start करना है, it is not that आज सोचा और आज लिखना शुरू कर दोगे. You might start working on them, and you might develop a strategy for essay. Believe me, if you have a strategy for essay, if you're planning for essay, your introduction will stand out from the rest of the people. Because जो न्यूज़पेपर आप पढ़ते हो, every day when you read newspaper, you'll find house. आपका beginning कितना अच्छा होता है, first line कितना अच्छे से लिखते हैं, and these people are doing on a regular basis. तो आपका introduction अगर आप practice करोगे तो अच्छा होगा. If I am not saying that it will be very best or perfect one day, but it will be better from the rest of the crowd on an average. तो हमारा objective होगा कैसे हम ऐसे के start करेंगे. And if you ask me, sir, give an example. Well, when you start writing, you'll understand what I'm saying. Because अभी आप जब लिखना शुरू करोगे तो आपको बहुत सारा प्रॉब्लम आएगा. You can't write a very good essay from day one. As I mentioned, writing an essay or writing an answer is a skill, and these skills have to be developed. Remember when you first time जब आपने स्कूटर चलाना स्टार्ट किया होगा या कार चलाना स्टार्ट किया होगा, और when you did something which in the beginning you had a fear कि शायद नहीं होगा या कैसे होगा, okay, but today you do it in much easier fashion. So similarly, writing is writing or developing writing skill will not happen on day one. It will take some time, especially people from technical background, people from science background. They will have to invest little more time here. But once you're on the track, things will start working for you. The second part is body. Body is आपने पहला. So body, if I say 20-25% of your essay should go for introduction and conclusion, which means जो आपका 70-75% word limit है, and if I say 1200 words, which means you are writing some 750 to 900 words only for body. Body मतलब जो main essay का content है. Okay, so here this is the main content. Essay is the introduction is the beginning, but here you are discussing about the education for all. जैसे मैंने कहा, तो education क्या है? How do you understand education? Why education for all should be the vision of a country, or it is worth emulating an idea. You can compare, and hence you can think by various dimensions. Okay, यहाँ पे आपको बहुत time मिलता है because the word you can write, number of words is much higher. You may get maximum bandwidth to explore and communicate to the examiner. अभी इसमें क्या होगा, आप बहुत सारे dimensions में जाओगे. You will go deep inside the topic. You might think the social dimension of education for all. In a society like India, where still 74% people are, just literate, 26% are illiterate. So socially, and here also the women or the lower income group people are the most at the receiving end of poor education. So the social dimension, it might act as a game changer. It might bring social change. It might bring harmony in society. Economic dimension, education will ensure you have good quality job. Historical dimension, maybe you can give example of India. You can give example of various states, how they have done well in education sector. A very good example could be Kerala or the developed nations. The nations which have invested more on the education, they are at the forefront of innovation, R&D. Okay, political dimension, why it is important that information, knowledge, education is about getting knowledge. It is not about information. It is about developing yourself as an individual. So you might have to, you might add a lot of things: administrative, psychological, geographical. Okay, so educated person is psychologically more strong. I'm not saying with certainty, but yes, educated person is more aware, has a different attitude. Okay, educated person is better, has a better probably. Now education does not mean, education means at all level. Education सिर्फ किताब पढ़ना नहीं होता है. Education means that you are a more balanced person. So you might think on various dimensions. Okay, geographical dimension, humanitarian dimension, international dimension, developed versus developing countries, environmental dimension. You can use quote examples from newspaper, magazines, television, etc. So the idea, आपका जो ये body होता है, आप body में इसको explore करोगे, आप उसके depth में जाओगे, you will add pointers, and again remember, if you ask me what is the best approach, believe me, there is no best approach. The best approach is something that works for you, because I have seen essays and I have checked some hundreds of essays so far in my life and in the past 1 decade, और हर essay जो मैंने check किया है, it kind of gives an imprint कि ये essay तुम्हारा है. By reading an essay, I'll tell, okay, this is the way, this student like this way. And I've seen there are aspirants who write so well, and eventually they got selected just because they had good writing skills. They had good expression skills. So essay will be a game changer if invested properly. But अभी एक चीज और, एक क्वेश्चन दिमाग में आता है कि आप आज essay start करोगे तो अभी तो knowledge है ही नहीं. The content development might have just started. But as I say, the knowledge or thought process development जो भी है, it is a evolving process. So you might start with limited thought you have in terms of essay, but as the thought process will evolve, as you become more educated, as you cover the syllabus, your thought process will evolve. At the same time, your essay का जो body होगा वो भी evolve होगा. Introduction body में शायद आप innovate आज भी कर सकते हो, but but body जो आपका evolve होगा, that will evolve with content. A good essay would involve good content. So essay is all content driven. आप क्या लिख रहे हो, body आपका soul क्या है essay का, तो वो उस पर हम बात कर रहे हैं, द एसेंस ऑफ द एसे. तो यहाँ पर जो है आपका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है. आपको इफ यू वांट आई कैन आई हैव टू चेक, बट आई विल शेयर यू अ मॉडल एसे ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट जिसने लिखा हुआ है. मैं चेक दैट, आई थिंक आई हैव इन द मेल. मे बी आपको टुमारो की क्लास में एक ऐसे का शेयर कर दूंगा. एंड शी इज अ स्टूडेंट राइट नाउ एंड शी हैजंट रिटन द एग्जामिनेशन. शी इज गोइंग टू अपीयर दिस ईयर. But and there are many students such, but एक दो का मुझे याद जो आ रहा है मैं आपसे एक दो शेयर भी करूंगा, and you can see how they are able to communicate their thought. So the point I want to make here is that you can have one view कि एक student ऐसा लिख रहा है, but remember you can't. अगर मैं एक ऐसे लिख रहा हूँ तो आप मेरा ऐसे आपको अच्छा लगता है, does not mean that you have to copy my style or copy what I am writing. You should develop your own skill and you should think that how do I develop my own essay writing skills. Then conclusion is ending the essay. आप essay को end कर रहे हो. Again as I mentioned, essay का end होगा 2-3 paragraphs आपको चाहिए होगा. Now content में आपने सब कुछ लिख दिया. Conclusion is more about your ending. A graceful exit is needed here. ठीक है. So यहाँ पर it is like maybe end to the movie. ठीक है. So we should write something that stays on the reader mind. A good quote, a smart ending. Okay. So, let's take an example. India needs hard power to deal with its neighbor. To deal with its neighbors. तो अभी मान लो अगर इंडिया को पहले सॉफ्ट स्टेट बोला था. सॉफ्ट स्टेट मतलब इंडिया does not deal with the problems of terrorism or anything. So on that context, if I say hard power to deal with its neighbors, एक कोई मान लो ये लाइन हो गया. So अब इसको आप अगर सेम वर्ड को यूज कर दोगे, आई वुड से इंडिया नीड्स स्मार्ट पावर टू डील विद नेबर्स. अ मिक्स ऑफ स्मार्ट, मिक्स मतलब स्मार्ट क्या होगा, इट इज वेरी सब्जेक्टिव. नाउ मोमेंट यू यूज दिस वर्ड, आपका ये एक लाइन अलग से स्टैंड आउट कर रहा है. आप कभी ऐसे कोई आर्टिकल पढ़ो तो उसमें आपको एक रीडर का एक अलग एक अलग थॉट या एक अलग एक्सप्रेशन या फेज नजर आएगा जो यूनिक होगा और वो आर्टिकल को सेट अपार्ट करता होगा फ्रॉम अदर आर्टिकल. एंड मे बी यू हैव टू थिंक ऑन दैट अकाउंट. So you might start something like this, and believe me, ये आपका एक word smart power आपके ऐसे को 10-15 नंबर एक्स्ट्रा ऐड करा देता है. Because suddenly रीडर के माइंड में आता है okay, this guy is talking about smart power or this girl is talking about smart power. And what is smart power? A mix of hard and maybe soft. Maybe you can't have all the time hard power. You might have to for example, China is a neighbor which is much stronger than India. So you can't do tit for tat for China, or you can do tit for tat, but you also have to weigh the maybe the losses you might have. But on the contrary, there's Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and if they threaten India on the border, and you would say, oh, you are Nepal or you are Bhutan or Bangladesh. Arey abhi batata hu, I'll tell you. So so you can't have a hard power everywhere. You have to have a smart power. You have to maneuver. अगर आज India and China के बीच war होता है, which is very less likely, but if there is a war, it will be costly war for China as well, but it will be costly for us as well. China is 3 to 4 times of times of India's GDP. China's military is almost 1.5 times of India's military, and does not mean that India is weak. A lot of articles I read, a lot of things that I come across, and they put and they say, okay, China is so strong. Of course, China is strong. Doesn't mean that we are weak. We can fight. We can have two-front war. We can, if needed, we can do that. Yes, it will have a colossal loss, and it will impact the economy, everything. But we are, if the war is forced on us, we have to fight. And believe me, we have all the firepower, arms. Tomorrow you will study about India defense in the science and technology classes. And believe me, we have all the gadgets needed to fight China. Yes, China probably might have certain advantages because at the border level they have good infrastructure. Our logistics might be a challenge. So maybe these things can be discussed. But so the point I want to make here is that when you write and communicate conclusion, The conclusion should should something which should develop a very powerful image in the mind of the reader. Okay, it might end with a thought-provoking quotation. Okay, it is about what action can be done, and on the interesting twist of logic, good summary with a good thought. Student mostly quote national leaders. Again, it is very individual. So we don't. There is no one way of saying that this is the best way of putting writing an essay. Okay, so these are things that you should keep in your mind. You should keep in your mind that it should be done. Okay, so these are three things: introduction, body, and conclusion. Now just read these few facts. Okay, so few facts to remember. And what are these facts? Quotes should not relate, should relate to the theme of the essay. A lot of people write quote just because they have memorized a lot of quotes, and they will write anything and everything. No, 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 no. Don't write quote just because you have memorized quote and आपको कहीं भी कुछ भी put करना है. The quote should be contextual, it should be relevant, and I believe that you should not write more than 2-3 quotes in an essay. You should not write. I see people, every paragraph there is a quote. No, no, no. Avoid that. It should be limited. Exact words of the quote, original quote must be written for common quote. ठीक है, आप exact word लिखो. Because many times, and you should know who has written the quote. Okay, you should know who has written the quote. Avoid advanced and technical words of the subject. कई बार आप technical word use करते हो. Believe me, essay UPSC is a journalist examination, and in the journalist examination, you have to write a journalist language. Many a time, let's say you are a political science student, and you have a topic of political science. So you start writing knowledge of political science one by one, cause damage, and you will not get marks in essay. So avoid the technical knowledge. You might be from the commerce background, and there are commerce technical knowledge you have, and you start, and topic is laid with the topic in the commerce. Okay, and you start putting facts there, technicalities there. Okay, so that is can be avoided. You are a history student, and you know a lot of facts of history, and you're putting so much fact that suddenly it looks like a history answer rather than a essay. Essay has to be it has to be original, it has to be different. So write in a very simple manner. Essay should show your analytical side. You need to analyze things, you have to think over things. Okay, and always use short sentences. कई बार मैंने ऐसा देखा sentence start होता है and खत्म ही नहीं होता है. One and therefore and yes and you write small so that I can complete it. Because once you're writing a big long sentence of 3 lines, I forget the what is mentioned in some sentence after maybe 50%, after going maybe half of the sentence. So write short sentences. It is easier to read and comprehend them. So these are few small facts you can remember. But as I mentioned, once you start, if I am अभी मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, these are mere facts. Once you start writing, then you realize the problems which I have mentioned. So I would suggest that you should start writing them, and then probably will be able to understand them better. Okay, so small paragraph. should have consistency in thoughts and continuity, which means, let's say you have paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, paragraph 1, paragraph 2. So paragraph 2 should be the extension of paragraph 1. अभी ये नहीं कि paragraph 1 is going right and paragraph 2 is going left, and there's no linkage. Randomness नहीं होना चाहिए. Convince the reader that about the central thesis of the essay or central theme of the essay, or always keep in mind you should not जो essay जो कह रहा है, the central theme should be the focus. Don't don't move away from the central theme. Follow a very constructive criticism approach when you criticize. So for example, you criticize the government. Education for all, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan started in 2000. Right to Education Act started in 2009. Almost 2 decades or 1 decade has passed. Still, education for all has not become, something that we are still trying to work on it. So you might criticize the government, but follow constructive criticism. Always also come with a solution. You might criticize something, but come see, criticism is there, but come with a solution also. And see, you don't have to go somewhere else. आपको गवर्नमेंट ही बता रही है, गवर्नमेंट का डेटा में आपको क्रिटिसिज्म मिल जाएगा. ओके, अवॉइड नेगेटिव एंड क्रिटिकल टोन. बहुत नेगेटिव मत हो, क्रिटिकल टोन होना चाहिए, बट यू शुड नॉट बी एक्सट्रीमली पेसिमिस्टिक. पूरा ऐसे एकदम नेगेटिव है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. इफ यू राइटिंग अ नेगेटिव ऐसे, बिलीव मी, यू हैव टू बी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर. Tomorrow you will be in administration and you have to be the man for the job. You have to be man or woman for the job, whatever. So you have to be person on the job, and hence for that you need to be optimistic. Always remember 3 words. You have to be optimistic. You have to be problem solving, and you have to be futuristic. You have to be futuristic. You are a solution oriented. Okay, you have to plan things. You are a DM, district magistrate of a city, and if you are a district magistrate of a city, and you have to you have to understand the COVID problem, and you have to take a call on that. So you will have to be futuristic. You have to think ahead of the common people. And believe me, everybody is looking at you. Your entire administration machinery is looking at you. What sir will say, we will do that. You have to use your own judgment. Yes, there could be very knowledgeable people among those team, and you might take their input. Okay, choose the topic based on the interest. आप जो भी topic है, उसको interest पे decide करो. Not on you have a lot of facts and information. You should based on your interest. If you write something, if you have interest, you might come with a solution. You might be able to think over it. Okay, and always plan your essay. अभी जैसे आपने essay start किया, okay, जैसे मान लो आपने essay start किया, start an essay, and essay, as I mentioned, education for all. और जब आपने essay start किया, so I would say 15-20 minutes should be invested in planning the essay. Okay, just put that. एक पूरे पेज में आप पूरा प्लान करो. ओके, इंट्रोडक्शन विल बी लाइक दिस. ओके, व्हाट डू आई नो अबाउट, जो भी आपको पता है ऐसे के बारे में, सब कुछ यहाँ लिख डालो. इन अ वेरी स्ट्रक्चर्ड मैनर. इट कैन नॉट बी रैंडम. And hence you know this point I can use, this point I can use, this fact I can use, this fact I can use, and you are doing that 15-20 minutes, and you are brainstorming the topic, and you are collating your thought. अपने पूरे thought को आप जैसे जो भी उस ऐसे का thought है, you're putting across on one page, and you are okay, this that, and every entire thing is going in your mind. So जब आप इस तरह से when you try to put things across, when you are able to communicate, believe me, things will start working for you. You can you आपके essay में एक convergence नजर आएगा, एक clarity नजर आएगा. And I want a write up and thinking which has convergence and clarity. तो कुछ भी नहीं, random नहीं होना चाहिए. और random अगर आप होगा तो ऐसे में आपको नंबर नहीं मिलेगा. ठीक है. And believe and यहाँ पर कोई ऐसा, there's no rocket science here. You start writing and you realize that this is working and this is not working. Okay. So these are few things. I'll share this PPT after the class, and you can read it over it. And once you write the essay, you can go to these points again and think over it. Okay. So again, there's one more essay. You can choose any of the 8 essays that I've given. Tourism, can it be the next big thing in India? Infrastructure is an Achilles heel. What Achilles is? Weak point. Okay, best things in life are for free. Okay, so that is how the essay can be there. I hope you got some understanding on essay. Anybody has questions? We can further discuss the questions. Okay, I'll take some questions now. Yes, beta. Okay, so I'll take one by one. Utkarsh has a question: how many pages we should ideally write? Utkarsh, again, it depends. See, in UPSC, ऐसा नहीं आपको कितना भी लिख सकते. You have a defined pages. So you have to, word limit should be 1000 and 1200. So you can just see how many pages, how many word you write in one page based on 2-3 paragraph, and accordingly you can plan. I would suggest 8 to 9 pages are more than sufficient, depending on if you're writing some 150 word in one, 120 to 140 words in one page. Okay. Divya has a. You want me to unmute you? Okay, just hold on. I'm not sure how your voice will come. Okay. So I'll unmute Divya. She wants to say something. Just hold on, Divya. I'll unmute everybody.
अब वो क्या तो है यूपीएससी डिफाइंड कॉपी होती है यूपीएससी डिफाइंड कॉपी होती है
All of you, yes.
Sir, sometimes our thoughts is not matching with the faculty thoughts. So can we change our thoughts according to the faculty, or we are going with our flow?
Okay, Divya. Now it is very difficult question because how do you? आपको कैसे मालूम हो रहा है कि आपका थॉट फैकल्टी के थॉट से नहीं मिल रहा है? How can you judge that? No, let's give an example to you.
Okay.
Any topic, कोई भी टॉपिक इंडिया में हम लिख रहे हैं, what should be the common balance approach? You just follow a common basic approach to the problem. Majority of people in India who would check that essay or who will have a certain thinking, वो उस जो common balance approach होगा उसके आसपास होंगे. They can be on the right side or left side, but you might read close to the reader's mind. जैसे मान लो education for all है. अगर education for all है तो do you think that education for all should be should be something that we should focus and have vision on this? आपको लगता है ना
we should conclude negative as well as positive point both.
फिर से बोलो बेटा.
We should include positive as well as negative points both.
Yes, you can include them. आप कुछ लिखोगे उसमें अगर मुझे कहीं गैप नजर आएगा तो मैं बताऊंगा कि जो है
there is some part like negative is for 70%, positive is for 30, it's 50-50 or 50-70. There is some ratio, or we can go with the flow.
It is very subjective पहली बात तो, and what you can do now is that you can follow a constructive approach. अगर आप कहीं problems discuss कर रहे हो तो you also maybe give 2 lines of solution also. And it is because जब आप लिखते हो तो the tone is very important. You can say negative things also in a very soothing tone. The tone should not be very harsh. The tone is मैं आपको कुछ कह रहा हूँ, मैंने कहा इधर सुनो, मैंने आपको बोला इधर सुनो, come here. So my tone is very important. If I say in a harsh tone, it will be offend you. But if I say in a relatively easier fashion, please come. You come here. So maybe the tone is more agreeable and acceptable to you. Both the communication दोनों जगह same हो रहा है, but my tone is very important. So the essay का जो tone है आपका, जो लिखने का tone है, that tone should be more balanced. It should not be very appeasing as well, patronizing as well, nor it should be very extreme negative as well. For example, आप बहुत critical हो, and you are extremely critical. You are critical of government, you are critical of system, you are critical of anything and everything. अगर ऐसा आपका tone होगा तो do you think?
Sir, can I ask one more question?
अभी सभी लोग अनम्यूट करो बेटा, सिर्फ मैं दिव्या से बात कर रहा हूँ.
Hello.
Okay, Divya.
Sir, can I ask one more question?
Yes, ask me.
Sir, like I am from the commerce background, and I'm doing my BCom. I'm completing my graduation in BCom. So what subject I should take as an optional? I'm little bit confused with the graduation subject, or I'm pursuing with the CS also. So I'll go for the law subjects, or the I am going for the commerce subject.
Now, the optional, choosing optional depends entirely on the interest you have. If you feel that you can justify commerce, और आपका syllabus जो आपने अभी तक commerce पढ़ा है, if you have a decent command and interest, and just see the UPSC syllabus of commerce and see how close you are to that syllabus. So that we should decide. Second is, the second factor should be कि आपका जो content है, material है, booklet है, वो है कि नहीं आपके पास. Because you should not choose a subject where you might not have other subjects.
Sir, actually, I don't have any material related to the subjects like optional subjects. So if I am going with the law, in CS I am learning the all company law, company appliances and all. So if I am going with the law in this optional subject, so can I go with the law or the commerce subjects like economics and all?
Okay. चलो इसको हम अलग से डिस्कस कर लेंगे मे बी बिकॉज क्लास में भी और कुछ डिस्कस करना है तो मे बी यू कैन कॉल मी दिव्या विल डिस्कस लेटर इन डिटेल
ओके सर ओके थैंक यू
ओके चलो ओके सो एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस गाइस आई विल अनम्यूट एवरीबॉडी अगेन yes okay so we have more people here okay now can you use diagrams in essay शेष थिंग कि आप डायग्राम यूज कर सकते हैं well you can use diagram essay in essays so there's nothing wrong in using diagram बहुत overdo मत करना lot of people do that okay okay Ankit is saying practice के लिए कोई अच्छा topic okay choose कहाँ से करें you want topic you can ask me I'll provide you topic don't worry okay then quotes again this next question is Lopamudra has a statement. She says that can we use quotes directly from the book? Yes, you can use Lopamudra, but try to use the original source and maybe the name of person whose quote is there, and always try to use quotes who are little common people, like people know them. Don't write somebody and probably general people do not know, because if you write a quote of known people, that is more helpful. Okay. Debashish, what about flowcharts? Well, you can do the flowchart. There is no written, there is no question mark, or there is no limitation from UPSC side that you can use flowcharts and diagram in essay or not. But I would suggest that flowcharts को लिखने में बहुत तो लिखते भी हैं, उनको नंबर भी मिलता है. मैं थोड़ा सा कंजर्वेटिव हूँ यहाँ पे, because for using flowcharts, you have to be very good in making flowcharts. So maybe you can try in your essay, and I'll let you know whether that works or not. Okay. Shivi has a question, sir. Please provide us list of topic to begin with. Shivi, there are 8 topics that I've already shared with you. 8 topic मैंने already share किया है, and उसमें से आप start करो. And if you want more topic, I'll do that. I will share with that with you. Okay. Is that okay? अभी जो 8 मैंने कहा है उसी को आप फॉलो करो. शिवानी इज सेंडिंग द एसे टू मी. ओके गुड शिवानी. इसका पीडीएफ बन जाएगा, बस इसके साथ शेयर करोगे तो बेटर रहेगा शिवानी. ओके यू कैन शेयर द पीडीएफ, दैट वुड बी द बेस्ट. फेयर इनफ. नाउ कमिंग टू एनी अदर क्वेश्चन, शुड वी मूव अहेड? कुछ आइडिया लगा? नाउ गोपी हैज कंक्लूजन. ओके व्हाट वाज कंक्लूजन ऑब्जेक्टिव? Conclusion objective. I'm not able to understand you, Gopi. Alok has a question. ऐसे का जो टॉपिक होता है वो कहाँ से आता है? Mainly the general issues that are going in the news. You might see broadly there are two kind of section A and section B. Section A is mostly from the general news, general thing that in common thing. Section B कभी philosophical topic भी होते हैं इसमें. Okay, so but most of the topic is something that you will be able to relate and understand. UPSC is not going to ask randomly that this has to be written, this has not to be written. तो काफी topics familiar लगेंगे आपको. If not all, you will be able to choose one topic very easily. That I assure you. And you can go with the past 10 years. If you want, I can share. Just give me 2-3 days. I'll collate the past 10 years essay paper. Okay. So मैं आपको collate करके PDF form में send कराता हूँ. You can go through that topic. In fact, that is the best way you can choose topic from here itself. Conclusion 1/4, no, 1/10. You have to write 1/10 in the conclusion. So that is all about essay, and okay, so that is how you should writing about the good essay. Now quickly I'll discuss about the answer writing. Okay, any more questions in essay? Should I move to the answer writing part? सबको समझ में आ रहा है, right? No issues. सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Now let's understand the answer writing and relevance of answer writing. Okay, answer writing क्या है and why answer writing is important. Now answer writing, as I mentioned, UPSC you have 7 papers to be corrected in merit. One is essay, of course. So you have 6 other papers, and these 6 papers you have 4 GS papers, and you have 2 optional papers. Okay. Now in GS papers and optional, average you get 20 questions in every paper. Okay, so 20 questions in 200 words, which means you have to write 4,000 words in every paper when you give the mains examination. Similarly, 4,000 every paper into 6 will be 24,000 words you have to write in 4 days. Okay, because in one day there are 2 papers. एक दिन में 2 पेपर होते हैं. So the timing is like 9 to 12 and then 2 to 5. Okay, and you have to write in one day, you have to write some 8,000 words. Believe me, you have to have that practice. Answer writing is not only about communicating your ideas. Answer writing is also about time management. Answer writing is also about understanding what the question is asking. Answer writing is also about putting your thought in a very lucid manner. Answer writing is about brevity. कम शब्दों में आपको अपनी बात रखना पड़ेगा. So answer writing has multiple dimensions. And as a student, of UPSC, you have to, understand the relevance of answer writing. Answer writing is also a test of your personality. अभी आंसर राइटिंग जब आंसर लिखोगे तो समझ में आएगा आंसर राइटिंग का रेलेवेंस क्या है. शुरू में आंसर राइटिंग में यू विल टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम, बट इवेंचुअली वंस यू राइट रेगुलरली यू हैव टू स्टिक टू द टाइम लिमिट. अगर मैंने इन बात किया 20 क्वेश्चन 3 आवर्स, which means 180 minutes 20 क्वेश्चन, which means 9 minutes per question. यानी एवरेज आपको 9 to 10 minutes में आपको एक आंसर लिखना पड़ेगा. So this is the threshold that you have to reach. आपको फाइनल डेट 200 वर्ड्स होगा, 250 वर्ड्स होगा तो अकॉर्डिंगली आपका टाइम बढ़ जाएगा, बट दिस इज द थ्रेशोल्ड यू हैव टू रीच. ओके, now question that what is a good answer? A good answer को मैं अगर बहुत शॉर्ट में डिफाइन करूं, good content, okay, and good content and good time management is equal to good answer. Okay, so you have good content, but you are able to put that content in a time bound manner, okay, in a brief manner, precise manner, so that is a good answer. So in a mains examination, if you have a good writing skill, it's like you are almost there. आपका अगर writing skill अच्छा है तो आपको मतलब selection का chance is very high. मतलब it's just that you might make some blunder तभी आपका selection नहीं होगा, or maybe the luck is very against you. But fortune favors the brave. The people who are brave, Am I audible, guys? So all the problems are happening today. My inverter also backed off for a few minutes. Okay. So okay, so I'm here now. Am I audible, everybody? Am I audible to all of you? Sorry for the interruption. Am I audible? Just say yes or no. Okay. Okay, good, good. So good answer, as I mentioned, good content plus good time management is a good answer. And in general studies, you have a word limit. And that word limit is a big challenge because there's a restriction. And one more thing, there are no choices here. Aapko sara, there are 20 questions and all questions have to be attempted. Okay. So, there is very few choice for people who are writing the mains examination. And here, you have to write with time management, everything. But at the same time, you also need to understand there are a lot of common instructions that students get while writing answers. बहुत सारे common instructions होंगे जो आपके क्वेश्चन में होंगे. For example, first, try and understand. जैसे ये टेस्ट सीरीज के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ बिकॉज टेस्ट सीरीज हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे तो उससे पहले डिस्कस करेंगे. But this test series is also about answer writing. So here, a structure of a good answer. What is an anatomy of a good answer? Anatomy of good answer is three things. The first is introduction. Second is body. Third is conclusion. The same as essay. You will follow the same rule. 10% word limit is 10-15% word limit is introduction. 70-75% word limit is body and 10-15% is conclusion. So आपके 200 words में आप 20-25 words में आप introduction लिखो. 160 words में you can write 150-160 words in the body and again 15-20 words in the in the conclusion. So that is how you will be able to divide. Again, you can divide in some 4-5 small paragraphs. Okay, 40-50 words का एक paragraph maximum होना चाहिए. So that is how we will decide. Again, while writing an answer, let's take in some question. जैसे मान लो एक question है, and there's a question, there's a model answer that I've given. Central Vigilance Commission (CVC) was set up by the government to propagate the principle of zero tolerance to corruption. What steps it has taken to combat corruption, analyze the outcome of these steps, and also assess the effectiveness of CVC. अगर आप इसको ढंग से देखोगे तो there are 3-4 questions in this. Okay, the first is the CVC के बारे में बताया हुआ है. The second is steps to combat corruption, that is one question. Analyze the outcome, that is the second question. Assess the effectiveness, that is the third question. So in this one question you have 3 questions, and hence a student have to realize that all the dimensions, all the questions या जो भी areas जो पूछे जा रहे हैं वो सारा आपके question आपके उसमें cover होना चाहिए. And if that is not being covered, it will be counterproductive. तो हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव यही होगा कि कैसे हम एक अच्छे आंसर को लिखें and we understand the importance of these things. अभी जैसे मान लो इधर चलते हैं. कॉमन मिस्टेक्स क्या होते हैं? आप आंसर लिख रहे हो यूपीएससी के, सो नो इंट्रोडक्शन. लोग इंट्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट लिखते नहीं है और यू डू नॉट टाइम गिव, आप कुछ भी लिखना स्टार्ट कर देते हो. यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स का एक प्रॉब्लम होती है, स्टूडेंट्स स्पेशली फ्रॉम ह्यूमैनिटीज बैकग्राउंड, that they tend to write big answers. उनको आदत होती है बड़ा बड़ा लिखने की. So they in the first page वो सिर्फ माहौल बनाते हैं. They write lot of things, but many times they are short of words till the time they want to come to the real question. So few things, keep few things important. जो भी आपका question है, read the question very properly and have in mind कि central theme क्या है question का. And I have to write around the central theme. Just don't beat around the bush. Just जो आपको क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है उसमें आप डायरेक्टली आओ. यूज फैक्ट एंड डेटा. जब आपको कुछ समझाना है, फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर डिस्कसिंग दैट क्राइम रेट्स हैव गॉन अप. मान लो क्राइम रेट्स हैव गॉन अप एंड यू हैव सो हियर यू कैन यूज नेशनल क्राइम रिकॉर्ड्स ब्यूरो डेटा. ठीक है, आप कह दो कि एज पर दिस डेटा द क्राइम इन द पास्ट 2 years हैव गॉन अप बाय दिस मच परसेंटेज. सो ये क्या हो रहा है? जब मैं कह रहा हूँ क्राइम रेट बढ़ गया है, नो दिस जस्ट अ मेयर फैक्ट. बट जैसे ही आपने डेटा को, गवर्नमेंट का डेटा यूज किया तो आप यू आर मेकिंग इट मोर ऑब्जेक्टिव. योर ऑब्जेक्टिव शुड बी कि आपका आंसर ऑब्जेक्टिव हो, समझ में आया, एंड फैक्ट्स एंड डेटा कैन हेल्प यू. बट अगेन लॉट ऑफ पीपल डू दैट, दो ओवरडू कर देते हैं, बहुत सारा फैक्ट डालते हैं. नो, डोंट डू, कीप अ बैलेंस अप्रोच. क्वेश्चन क्या पूछ रहा है वो देखो. एक और जो प्रॉब्लम बच्चों को होता है कि पहला लाइन क्या हो, व्हाट शुड बी माय फर्स्ट लाइन, फर्स्ट वर्ड. यू कैन फॉलो वेरी बेसिक अप्रोच, स्टार्ट विद बेसिक डेफिनेशन. Now, what is basic definition? Don't memorize the definition. Definition should be in your own words. Okay. So in your own words. So you have to understand the definition in your own words. तो अगर आप अपने words में definition लिख पा रहे हो, that is the intention of the examination. तो अगर आप जैसे मान लें मैंने पूछा कि education for all. Education का definition क्या है? No, you don't need to open a book of education and start telling. You can, you can also tell yourself. You can, if I ask you to define core education, so you can do it in your own word. Now, believe me, this own, what is writing in your own word is more meaningful. UPSC people will award you more marks into that. ठीक है, तो ये हमारा अप्रोच रहेगा. इसमें बाकी जो चीजें हैं आंसर राइटिंग से जुड़ी हुई, एक और जो है यूपीएससी में क्या होता है, ऐसा पेपर होता है. आई शेयर द पेपर, मैं टेस्ट सीरीज पेपर आपसे शेयर करूंगा जो हमारा टेस्ट सीरीज है. तो उसमें क्या है, हर पेज पे ऐसा क्वेश्चन लिखा होगा एंड द पेज इज ब्लैंक. इफ द पेज, if it is 150 words answer, you get just 2 pages. If it is 250 word answer, you get around 4 pages. So आपका word, जो पेज है वो भी डिफाइंड है, पेज लिमिट है, which means you have to utilize the space very effectively. आप randomly उसका टाइम, अपना टाइम जो है अपना पेज वेस्ट मत करना. दूसरा, यूपीएससी will, if you don't know the answer, let's say there is a topic and you don't know the answer, don't write it. Just don't write it, but just because in the university examination आपको आदत पड़ी कुछ भी मुझे लिखना है, that strategy should be avoided. UPSC is, in UPSC you should write only if you have the knowledge and information. नहीं information knowledge है तो skip that, leave that. So that would be the approach. बाकी जो बाकी कुछ ऐसे वर्ड्स यूज होते हैं, जैसे एनालाइज वर्ड यूज होता है, असेस, कंपेयर, क्रिटिक, डिस्क्राइब. जैसे आपने कुछ लिखा स्टेटमेंट, डिस्क्राइब, कंपेयर, एनालाइज, इस तरह के क्वेश्चन जो है आपको रहेंगे. जैसे ये वाला क्वेश्चन है, एनालाइज द आउटकम ऑफ द इफेक्टिवनेस ऑफ सीवीसी. तो ये कुछ डेफिनेशन है, जब हम लोग आगे जाएंगे तो मैं उसको अभी बताऊंगा. अभी आप इन योर कॉमन सेंस आप जो लिख सकते हो लिखो, बिकॉज आई विल एक्सप्लेन दीज पॉइंट्स इन डिटेल. अभी थोड़ा टेक्निकल हो जाएगा, समझ में कम आएगा. आंसर राइटिंग स्टार्ट करो, देन आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग दीज पॉइंट्स इन अ मच ब्रॉडर डिटेल. ठीक है, सो अभी के लिए दैट इज इट. देयर इज अ मॉडल आंसर इन सीवीसी, इसको पढ़ लेना. आई विल बी शेयरिंग मोर मॉडल आंसर नीडेड. कुछ मॉडल आंसर में बहुत शेयर करूंगा. बट सीवीसी क्या है? सीवीसी इज अ बॉडी. सीवीसी इज अ बॉडी जिसका ऑब्जेक्टिव है हाउ टू रिड्यूस करप्शन इन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. ओके, तो करप्शन कैसे कम करे. सो इट इज अ अथॉरिटी which will take case of corruption, and they have been given power by the Parliament of India. Okay, CVC Act 2003, and accordingly they have a, they can do investigation, they can use the laws like Prevention of Corruption Act. तो उसके बारे में पूरा डिस्कस है, आप इसको पढ़ लेना तो आपको समझ में आएगा. अब देखो यहाँ पे ये थोड़ा वर्ड लिमिट क्रॉस कर जा रहा है. आइडली वर्ड लिमिट, इसका ये 250 वर्ड का आंसर है, दिस 250 वर्ड्स आंसर. ठीक है, सो दैट इज हाउ we'll discuss about the. तो ये एक मॉडल आंसर, इसको देख लेना. एंड दैट इज ऑल फॉर टुडे. आंसर राइटिंग में आप आंसर लिखो. आई विल टेक इट मोर, बिकॉज ये थोड़ा टेस्ट, जब टेस्ट सीरीज का एस्पेक्ट आएगा तो इसको हम और डिटेल में देखेंगे. एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम just try to write a good answer based on the things that I've told you. Okay, so that completes today's lecture. One more thing, there are some students who are new, who have just joined the institute. So I'll be discussing about just 10 minutes. I'll be discussing about how to start the preparation. Okay, तो कैसे preparation start करना है, answer writing and essays and all. So I'll be discussing that. So students जिन्होंने वो attend कर रखा है, they can leave. And one more thing, guys, मैं आपको एक बार अपना वेबसाइट का थोड़ा सा दिखाता हूँ. Just hold on. Okay, so this is the student's website, student.iss.com. The login is there. So you will log in here, okay? And once you log in here, जो पूरा कोर्स है, जो लेक्चर्स हैं, वहां आप अपलोड हो. Maybe it is going a little slow. Idly, so running. So moment you go inside this this thing access, you will find a lot of videos. So students who are new, for them, जिन्होंने देखा रखा है, they can leave the class. I'm just going to discuss about little about the website, how you can use the website effectively. I don't know why the speed is a little slow here. Now you can see here, moment you go, you see a lot of courses. Okay, now this is a course. Just hold on. So you get access to this course. The moment you go inside, don't scribble. Just hold on. I'll remove the power right you have. So is GS comprehensive online live course पे आप जा सकते हो. There are others also, other courses, crash course and all. You don't have to go in that. Just hold on. Now here you can see a lot of. इसमें नीचे जाओ, you can see a lot of things. So you can see a lot of courses here. उसमें सारे lectures uploaded हैं. For example, Indian polity NCERT based lecture. If you go here, तो ये सारे lectures यहाँ uploaded हैं. So you can click the lectures, you can see the videos. Okay. ये पुराने जो lectures हैं हमारे UPS classes के, वो भी इसमें हैं, last year classes के हैं. So those are also there. For example, economics NCERT based lectures. You can see all the lectures are here. Okay. So students who want to, if they have time and they want to, read those lectures, you can go through them. And there's mentoring section also. Just hold on. You can see this mentoring session यहाँ पे. So if you want to, go through how to read NCERTs, how to read current affairs, how to write exam for mains examinations, all that thing is mentioned here. So पुराने वीडियोस भी हैं, कैसे रीड न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना है, जैसे आपको हाउ टू रीड NCERTs. So you can go to this video and check it here itself. Okay. And you can go through the video and you can get the how to read current affairs. So you'll get the video here. So if you want to revise something, you can take the videos here. The students who do not know, some students complain to me, so they are not able to access, understand. आप इसको use कर सकते हैं effectively, and new students and जो नए students हैं आज वो they are not able to join, many of the students. So I'll be discussing about the preparation strategy in the coming days. Okay, so मैं next lecture में in fact tomorrow के lectures में मैं 20 minutes में discuss कर लूँगा end में preparation strategy के बारे में, because many new students have enrolled and they are not in the lecture today, I can see. सो ठीक है, तो हर्ष इज देयर. हर्ष बेटा मैं कल डिस्कस कर लूंगा इसको, ठीक है. टुडे आई जस्ट शोड द एक्सेस टू द वेबसाइट. So that is all. Any questions you have, then I'll close the session now. Any questions you have? And one more thing, the classes will move to 6:30 from tomorrow. तो क्लास का टाइमिंग अभी शेड्यूल आपसे शेयर नहीं हुआ है. शेड्यूल शेयर हो गया होगा, आप देख लेना एक बार.